Hey everyone, welcome back to That Recovery Life PDX. I'm Jake.
And I'm Maya. Today we have something truly groundbreaking for you, a deep dive into how artificial intelligence can become your personal, round-the-clock coach on the path to recovery. We'll take you through every step, from the moment you first open an AI app to the way you integrate data-driven insights into your daily life. We're going to share detailed, real-world examples and show you exactly how these tools fit together into a cohesive system you can rely on.
Recovery is a journey defined by its unpredictability. One day, you feel empowered, as if you could move mountains. The next day, a tiniest trigger flares into a tidal wave of anxiety or craving. In those in-between moments, when you're heading into a situation that might test your resolve, or just waking up with residual stress, AI can step in as a reliable companion. It doesn't get tired, it doesn't judge, and it's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Imagine it this way. AI is like a coach who has studied every nuance of your personal recovery playbook. It has analyzed millions of anonymized journeys, distilled best practices, and is constantly learning from your own data to refine its guidance. This means when you tell it, "I'm feeling jittery before heading into that work meeting," it can offer a tailored breathing exercise validated by cognitive behavioral therapy research, rather than a generic meditation. Over time, AI learns how you respond, what calms you most effectively, what journaling prompts spark real insight, and which mindfulness sessions shift your mood.
Of course, AI isn't a replacement for human connection. It won't take the place of your sponsor, your therapist, or your recovery community, but it can fill the gaps between those vital interactions, ensuring you never face a craving or a low moment completely alone.
Let's begin with the first category of AI tools you'll likely encounter. Emotional support chatbots. Two of the most accessible options today are Woebot and Wysa. Both applications harness advanced natural language processing to simulate real conversations grounded in evidence-based therapy techniques.
When you download Woebot for the first time, you'll create an anonymous username and complete a brief onboarding questionnaire that gauges your current mood and well-being. Within minutes, you'll land on Woebot's chat screen, where it greets you with a friendly prompt. The beauty of Woebot is in its simplicity. Each morning, you'll receive a quick check-in. A simple question like, "How are you feeling today?" on a scale from stuck to soaring. Based on your response, Woebot might guide you through a 3-minute cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT exercise designed to reframe negative thoughts.
For instance, say you type, "I'm feeling anxious about a social event tonight." Woebot might reply, "It makes sense to feel that way. Let's break down what's in your control." From there, it walks you through identifying specific worries. Maybe you fear judgment or haven't decided what to say. By naming your anxiety triggers and reframing them into actionable steps, you quiet the amygdala's hypervigilance and regain a sense of agency.
Wysa offers a slightly different approach, anthropomorphizing an AI penguin coach who guides you through breathing exercises, journaling prompts, and mindfulness activities. In Wysa's Addiction Cravings Toolkit, you can select modules tailored to high-risk situations, cravings after work, stress-induced urges, or social pressure moments. The app's voice and tone are warm and supportive, making it feel like you're confiding in a trusted friend.
A practical workflow might look like this. When midday stress hits, you open Wysa and select the 5-minute penguin pause breathing exercise. The screen fills with animated bubbles, guiding your inhales and exhales. As you breathe in and out, you follow the penguin's prompts, perhaps a gentle reminder to focus on the coolness of the air entering your nostrils. By the end of the exercise, your heart rate has slowed and your mind feels clearer.
Over months of consistent use, both Woebot and Wysa build up a record of your check-ins, forming an emotional health timeline. You can revisit weeks when stress peaked or when cravings doubled, and see exactly which exercises delivered the most relief. This level of personalized feedback is something few in-person sessions can match, simply because human therapists can't track your mood every hour of every day.
Journaling has long been championed as a cornerstone of recovery. Writing down your thoughts helps you externalize the internal noise, identify patterns, and cultivate self-awareness. What AI adds to this practice is the ability to analyze your entries at scale and deliver insights that would take you hours of solitary reflection to uncover.
If you've ever logged on to chatopenai.com, you know how fluid and conversational the experience can be. Imagine starting a dedicated recovery journal chat. You might type a stream of consciousness entry. I woke up feeling on edge today, heart racing, and found myself replaying last night's argument with my partner. The guilt crept in around mid-morning when I reached for my phone instead of texting them. Once your thoughts are down, you prompt ChatGPT. What patterns do you see in my entry, and what coping strategies would you recommend right now?
Within seconds, the model might respond by highlighting that arguments with loved ones are a recurring trigger in your entries and remind you that you've previously found success in a 5-minute walking meditation to reset post-conflict. It could then propose a structured reflection. Try pausing 3 times today to note your heart rate and breathing. When you notice tension, recite an affirmation, like I am capable of pausing before reacting.
Meanwhile, the Journey app streamlines journaling on your phone with AI sentiment analysis baked in. After typing your entry, you tap Insights and watch a colorful mood trend graph emerge. You see spikes of negativity tied to days when you skipped meditation or had late nights. You also discover that gratitude entries, those moments when you specifically note what went right, correlate with brighter mood days. Armed with that knowledge, you can plan to journal 2 gratitude items each morning and protect those entries as ritual.
Over time, these AI-enhanced habits create a feedback loop. Your journal entries feed the AI. The AI offers insights, and you refine your behaviors accordingly. That cycle, repeated daily, towers up into real progress, a deeper understanding of the catalysts for cravings, and clear strategies to counteract them.
The next frontier in AI and recovery is predictive analytics. While tools like MindStrong are emerging in clinical research settings, you can begin experimenting today with lightweight versions of relapse prediction. The core idea is simple. Collect data you already generate, your typing speed on a keyboard, the frequency of social media checks, hours slept, and let AI detect subtle changes that precede a relapse.
In a perfect world, you'd install an app that runs invisibly in the background, parsing how your typing becomes erratic when stress ticks up, or how you open certain apps obsessively right before a craving. When the AI flags these behaviors, it nudges you. A notification pops up saying, "We noticed some changes in your phone habits. How are you feeling right now?" If you respond that you feel stressed, the app can immediately offer a breathing exercise, a quick journaling prompt, or the phone number of your sponsor.
If you're more technically inclined, you can DIY a version of this system using a spreadsheet and the GPT-4 API. Each evening, log 3 simple metrics: how many hours you slept, your mood on a scale from 1 to 10, and any triggers you encountered. Over time, you accumulate a table of data. A short Python script, just a few lines, can call GPT-4 to analyze that table at the end of each week and generate a summary email. Your Sunday evening inbox might read, "This week your mood dipped most significantly on Wednesday and Thursday evenings, coinciding with less than 6 hours of sleep on those nights. Consider an earlier bedtime or a pre-sleep mindfulness practice midweek."
That kind of personalized summary transforms raw data into actionable intelligence. You no longer guess why a craving crept up. You see the concrete link between poor sleep and your temptation spikes. And once you implement a new habit, say, a nightly breathing routine, you let the AI continue to track the metrics and see if the correlation weakens. It's an iterative design process for your own well-being.
While traditional meditation apps offer pre-recorded sessions, AI can tailor each session to your immediate needs. Headspace's Customize feature exemplifies this approach. When you open the app, you answer 2 or 3 quick questions. How stressed are you right now? And what type of session do you need most? Focus, calm, or sleep? Within seconds, the AI assembles a bespoke audio meditation, weaving together voice prompts, ambient sounds, and breathing guides curated from Headspace's library.
Imagine you've just left a difficult team meeting. You open Headspace and select Customize. You indicate moderate stress and choose Calm Craving as your focus. The resulting session might begin with a gentle voice saying, "Let's settle into a comfortable seat," then guide you through a targeted body scan that lingers on your chest, where you feel tension. It might adjust its pace based on your response to timed voice prompts like, "Notice the rise of your belly as you breathe in."
Calm's AI soundscapes take personalization a step further by integrating biometrics. Linking Calm to an Apple Watch or Fitbit, you grant permission for heart rate data. When you start an adaptive chill session, the AI modulates forest sounds, ocean waves, or wind rustling through leaves in real time as your heart rate slows. If your heartbeat jumps at a triggering moment, the volume of calming waves increases, gently steering you back toward a more relaxed state.
These adaptive experiences feel like having a mindfulness coach who reads your physiology in real time and adjusts guidance to deliver maximum relief. And because they're on demand, you can deploy these sessions right when you need them, before a dinner with friends, during your commute, or in the pause between work tasks.
Let's take a closer look at how one person integrated these AI tools into her life. We'll call her Sarah. In early March, Sarah was struggling. She worked long hours, had tense family dynamics at home, and found herself increasingly swayed by evening cravings. She knew she needed a new strategy, so she downloaded Woebot first. Every morning she spent 2 minutes answering Woebot's questions. That initial daily check-in brought awareness. She saw that midweek tensions at work directly preceded her cravings.
Sarah then started journaling with ChatGPT. She designated her Friday evenings as her reflection hour, when she'd write freely about her feelings that week. ChatGPT parsed her entries, noting consistent themes: feelings of exhaustion, friction in family conversations, and skipping breaks at work. The AI suggested she schedule 2 deliberate pauses during her workday, short walks or desk stretches, and draft a brief apology message template to send when home tensions flared.
Next, Sarah used Headspace's Customize feature each time she felt even a hint of craving. She favored short, 5-minute calm craving sessions. She paired these meditations with gratitude entries in Journey's app, noting 3 things she was grateful for immediately after each session. Within 3 weeks, Sarah noticed her cravings were less intense and less frequent. Statistical feedback from Journey showed her mood trend line inching upward each week.
By the end of April, Sarah piloted the DIY spreadsheet method. She tracked sleep, mood, triggers, and meditation sessions. A reading that timing character has always been corrected for hours. Memorizing that the reason you consider as bigger or smaller are a perfect difference between your mind and your injuries. Everything leads to your existence. Everything. In general efforts to explore the process of expression, you work together and screen days for your personal and future identity in your knowledge to memory. As you know, many of the characters were all tied to death as worked with. Sarah used those insights to establish a consistent nighttime journal ritual, which further improved her sleep.
On May 12th, Sarah celebrated her first 90-day milestone. She credits the AI tools with giving her structure, real-time feedback, and personalized coping strategies exactly when she needed them. She still meets with her sponsor weekly and attends group sessions, but Sarah says the AI support system is what keeps her steady in the days between gatherings.
Now that you've heard Sarah's transformation, let's talk about crafting your own AI-powered recovery workflow. Start by choosing one emotional support chatbot, Woebot or Wysa. Commit to using it every morning for at least 2 weeks. During that time, note how each session affects your awareness of mood and craving triggers.
Then, integrate AI-enhanced journaling. If you prefer desktop, open ChatGPT and name a new chat recovery journal. If you favor mobile, download Journey and enable emotional insights. Set aside time once per day, morning or evening, to write honestly about your experiences. Ask the AI to analyze your entries and suggest specific, tiny habits you can try.
Once those 2 pillars are stable, introduce predictive tracking. At its simplest, keep a spreadsheet that records 3 metrics: sleep quality, mood rating, and count of craving episodes. If you're comfortable with a bit of code, write a small Python script that calls the GPT-4 API weekly to interpret your data. If not, you can manually review the spreadsheet and look for correlations yourself. What time of day your cravings spike, or how much sleep or meditation correlates with better days.
Finally, schedule AI-driven mindfulness sessions. Use Headspace's Customize feature whenever you feel tension building, and link Calm to your wearable to activate AI soundscapes during known high-risk windows, say after work or before bed. Bookmark those sessions so they're just a tap away when stress arrives.
Remember, the magic happens when you let AI's insights drive small, consistent experiments. Notice a pattern, introduce a tiny habit tweak, gather data, and let AI tell you if it worked. That rapid-fire learning loop accelerates your progress and helps you stay ahead of cravings, rather than reacting after they overwhelm you.
We know this sounds like a lot, so many tools, so many steps. But you don't have to implement everything at once. Start with one AI companion, stick with it until it feels natural, and then layer in the next piece. The consistency you build will compound, giving you a recovery toolkit that's always evolving and always attuned to your life.
If you try any of these strategies, share your experience with us at thatrecoverylife.pdx. Let us know which tools you used, what insights you uncovered, and how AI is shaping your journey. Remember, whether it's a chatbot check-in, an AI summarized journal entry, or a personalized meditation soundtrack, every small victory builds momentum.
If you found today's episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
You are stronger than any algorithm. You are the true author of your recovery story, and AI is just one of the pens you can choose to write it with.